What's up guys, Ehsan here and welcome back to the channel. In this part of the walkthrough, we are going on a straight up headless hunt. We've got 3 of these headless creeps left and it's time to finish them off once and for all. Now, 2 of the remaining headless are actually underwater, meaning we've got to dive in and fight those guys on their own turf. But check this out, one of those underwater guys, Mr. Ungo, can actually be completely cheesed with almost no effort. For this, we're gonna need the Phantom Kunai, which is a special upgrade for the Shuriken wheel. We've visited Anayama the peddler a bunch of times by now, so you've definitely seen the Phantom Kunai sitting in his shop. Well, now's the time to spend that cash. As far as I know, the Phantom Kunai is literally the only prosthetic tool with actual homing capability. It's also perfect for dealing damage to enemies located underwater. That means, if you're standing safely outside the water while your enemy is swimming around inside it, as long as you can lock onto them, you can just chuck the Phantom Kunai and boom, it flies straight toward them and smacks them.
この寺はに saysよう旦那また飽きじゃあな sake. Omae says
Alright, here's the exact blueprint for absolutely wrecking Ungo's without even breaking a sweat. To make sure he doesn't spot you, pop a Gachin sugar and get into the water. But do not go below the surface, okay? Stay right on top, swim across and get yourself onto this wooden structure right here. These underwater headless have one specific attack. First off, the tracking on it is insane, and dodging it is a nightmare. Plus, it builds up a ton of terror. But there's a silver lining. This attack can only hit you if you're actually swimming in the water. Since we're standing safely up here, we're completely protected from this garbage. To jack up your damage, pop a Yashariku's sugar and just spam the Phantom Kunai at him until his vitality bar reaches 0. If you run low on spirit emblems, you can use the ceremonial Tanto up to 3 times to get some extra emblems back. But as you guys already know, to actually kill an enemy in Sekiro, you've got to deliver that final death blow. So once his health bar hits rock bottom, it's time to dive in. Just to play it safe, wait for the Yashariku's sugar effect to wear off so your health bar goes back to normal. Then, right before you jump into the water to land that final blow, make sure to boost your terror resistance. The next headless is Mr. Gokhan, the god of posture in this game. Fighting this guy is pretty much the same as the first two headless, Gachin and Akko, so by now you definitely know the easy way to deal with them. And now for the final headless, Mr. Yashariku. Personally, I think he's the most annoying headless in the entire game. You've got to fight this guy in the deep waters of Fountainhead Palace. And the bad news is, it's not just one headless. There are actually two of them hanging out right next to each other. The key here is to kill the main one standing in front. The dude in the back is literally just there to troll you and ruin your day. Now, here's an important lore note. By now, you should have realized that all the water in Sekiro's world originates right here in Fountainhead Palace, and the divine confetti we've been finding is basically blessed by this very water. So the power of divine confetti ultimately stems from this place. I told you guys before that to fight a headless, your weapon absolutely needs to be buffed with divine confetti, right? But when you're fighting these underwater headless, you're technically swimming in a giant sea of divine confetti anyway, so your sword doesn't even need the buff. I'm not 100% sure whether using divine confetti gives you extra damage underwater, but I buffed my sword right before diving in, just to be safe. Another pro tip is to pop a Gachin's sugar before jumping in. This stops the clone in the back from aggroing on you. Well, at least for as long as the Gachin effect lasts. Fighting this boss is a complete nightmare because they've got 3 distinct types of attacks. When you keep your distance, they hurl these homing terror orbs at you. The tracking on these things is f***ing ridiculous. They heavily remind me of Resonance Soul from Dark Souls 2. They can also blast vacuum sword waves at you from afar, which totally gives me Ash of War vacuum slice vibes from Elden Ring. And if you get close enough to land a few hits, they unleash a lethal perilous attack called the Vacuum Vortex. Your only way out of this absolute bull is to time your underwater dodges perfectly. When your trading blows up close, do not hit them more than 2 or 3 times. Land a few hits and back off instantly, or you're gonna fall victim to that damn vacuum vortex. Try to completely delete the main headless before your Gachin's sugar runs out. Otherwise, you're gonna be forced to deal with both of them at the same time. Throughout the entire fight, keep drinking from your mottled purple gourd to boost your terror resistance and bring down your terror buildup if things start getting seriously sketchy.
もしお若いお人、もしや代理に行かれるのですか？
あ
それならば脇道の方がよろしいです。今は水の中、主の恋の寝床になっている大きな洞窟の先でございます。
なぜそのような。
代理の扉はもう長い間閉じたままです。大事なお使いがあるのですが、このババの身ではどうにも果たしようもなく、お若いお人に。
This old lady right here is actually the second daughter of the great carp attendant. And yep, we're gonna see the great carp attendant himself later in this very episode. Alright, time for a little confession. I am absolute garbage at navigation. And not just in video games, mind you. The exact same happens when I'm driving in real life. Apparently, there's a part of your brain called the hippocampus that's responsible for creating a mental map of your surroundings. And I seriously doubt mine has even been unlocked yet. Like, at all. I mean, all it takes is one wrong turn. And instead of telling me to turn the around, my brain goes, well, since we're already here, let's see where this wrong path leads us. That's exactly why you're gonna see me swimming around the deep waters of Fountainhead Palace, looking for the right path like a total dumbass. But watch out, because there's this absolute unit of a monster fish with creepy human teeth just circling around. We've got to find a safe route to dodge it and make it to the next sculptor's idol. Taking damage from it is basically guaranteed. At least for me. I always get smacked. But if you end up in the same boat, don't panic. Just heal up instantly and keep moving until you reach a safe spot. And there he is, the great Carp attendant himself. And right here, standing next to this absolute unit, we're gonna wrap up part 25 of our Sekiro walkthrough. As always, take care of yourselves, stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.